What's going on, humans? Are here right back at a new video. Today is the Battleground results. I usually post these overnight when the pay-per-view's done, but I was so tired I went like kind of straight to bed afterwards. I was in bed before 1. I was pretty tired. All around pay-per-view was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There wasn't a lot of matches that happened because the Intercontinental title match was canceled because Ryback got injured. He had, like a staph infection like in his kneecap or whatever. But the match started off Orton versus Sheamus. This was in hometown St. Louis. Orton got a huge reaction, obviously, when he came out. It was a pretty good physical match. Obviously, Orton and Sheamus never really disappoint in the ring. Orton's very technical. Sheamus is like a really good brawler. Went back and forth, obviously. Orton actually did pull out a sneaky little RKO after getting hit with a bro kick. Sheamus picked him up and then he spun reverse and hit him with an RKO. It was pretty good. Definitely enjoyed it. Orton did win, obviously. Next match was the tag team title defense match of the Primetime Players against New Day. Again, it was a pretty decent tag match for what it's worth. Primetime Players did retain the titles. Next up was Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. Really a physical match. Obviously, both guys are pretty hard hitters. It is what it is. Nothing super special came out of it. Bray Wyatt did win with the help of Luke Harper interfering. That was probably the big moment of it. Some guy came through the crowd. He had you couldn't tell it was him at first. Well, actually, I saw it. Like they tried not to show his face on camera at first, but you got a glimpse of it when you rewatch it. It was definitely Harper. It's a guy in the hoodie and jeans. He jumped over the barricade and pushed Roman Reigns into the barricade because Roman Reigns grabbed these chairs and he was gonna hit Bray Wyatt with them or whatever, and then Bray Wyatt stopped it, and then the ref grabbed the chairs because they were on the side of the apron. So the ref grabbed the chairs and threw them on the other side of the ring because he didn't see it, and then threw over the barricade. He pushed me against the pole. He turned around and he super kicked him. That's kind of what gave it away. I think was the super kick because I'm a tall big dude super kicking. The only person I can think of is Luke Harper. Hey, stop doing that! Catwalk past and hit my cords. So Bray Wyatt did win, and Luke Harper apparently is back with Bray Wyatt because he went in there, did the pose, and Harper took the hoodie off and he just stood there. He had on the patch that had the symbol like the buzzard symbol. That was a big notice for me at least. The next match was the Divas Triple Threat match, which was really awesome. It was Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Brie Bella. As one person from each team that they had on Monday Night Raw when Stephanie brought the NXT Divas or the NXT women to the division. It was a really awesome match. You could argue that it was the best match of the night, but at the same time, Cena and Owens Part 3, so it was really a toss-up between those two. Charlotte did win, made Brie tap out to the figure 8, but definitely Sasha Banks came out looking probably the strongest. I mean, obviously Charlotte won, but they made Sasha look really strong too throughout the whole match. Brie Bella did a great job putting them both over. Obviously she's like the unsung hero of the Divas division, in my opinion. Brie really likes it. She wanted this. I remember she did some interview at a Comic-Con talking about if I was a diva, I wouldn't want to come up here. I'd stay down there because they're getting more time, they're getting more everything. So she's definitely all for this Divas revolution, and it's still it's coming and it's here now, and it's going to be great to see women's wrestling be really good again because it hadn't been in a very long time. Next up is obviously Cena versus Owens, Part 3. Again, like I said, that was arguably the best match of the night with the Divas match. Again, playing out all the stops, playing out all these moves, crazy moves. Cena, like I said, Cena's at his best right now, in my opinion. Every match he's had since becoming the United States champion, he's pulled out great matches. He's had 3 of them against Owens. He had 2 against Cesaro. Any of these title defenses he's been doing throughout the week, week in and week out, against Stardust and Neville and whatever, and Sami Zayn, pulling out all these great matches. Even the title defense against Rusev was really good, a long time ago. So it was pretty good. Been a really good run for Cena. Obviously being out of the main title picture, but still being in the title picture, doing other things. So it's always good. It keeps everyone happy, I guess. Especially because now that he's doing being really better in the ring as a wrestler, not as a sports entertainer. So it's everyone's happy right now, I guess you can say. Even though people still hate Cena, but whatever. Cena did win. He did retain. He did retain the title against Owens by submission. He made Owens tap out to the STF. Not sure how I feel about that finish, but it is what it is. Um, but it was a hard fought match. Um, Rollins versus Lesnar was the last match of the night, obviously. Rollins got taken to Suplex City. I forgot how many suplexes it was. It was like 14 or something like that. Brock obviously came right out the gut and just beat the crap out of him. The the second best thing that threw me off on this thing, which was like I was like, wow, Brock is a freaking nature, was he hurdled like a Rollins was like, I'm done, like because he got suplexed so many times and he just could not get any offense. He grabbed the belt and just started going in the crowd. Lesnar ran and hurdled, like just ran and just go right over the barricade, like didn't even like mantle it like with his hands, like he literally just leaped over the barricade and grabbed Rollins. That was the craziest thing probably. Brock is a freaking nature, obviously. That guy is something else. Um, Brock Lesnar did not win though. Everyone thought he was gonna win. Oh, Rollins retained because the match ended in a no contest. Because guess who shows up? Not my cat. My cat just meowed. Dong, dong, dong. Undertaker. The freaking Undertaker showed back up. It was crazy. It was awesome. Stop doing that. It was awesome. The Undertaker, like right, because Brock had Rollins up to F5, and lights go off. The dong, and then it donged again. No song played, and then next thing you know, lights come back on, and Taker's just in there. Rollins is gone, disappeared, and Taker's just in the ring. And Taker hits him with 2 tombstones. The crowd's chanting Tombstone City. I said that to him, I'm like, Suplex City has now become Tombstone City. It was awesome. So apparently they're obviously setting up Taker versus Lesnar at SummerSlam, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait. But that's pretty much it. I thoroughly enjoyed the pay-per-view. All in all, it was a really good battleground in my opinion. Definitely enjoyed it. But that's it. I'm wrap this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you're new around these parts, please be so kind as to subscribe button. I do appreciate those a lot. And as always, if there's ever a problem, just hashtag grace and peace.